So students, now we are going to see how to find the potential energy due to charge in spherical volume with volume charge density rho. So now we will be having a spherical charge distribution of volume charge density rho whose total charge is equal to capital Q. So now we are going to find out what is the potential energy which is stored in this whole system. So as we did in the previous lecture, we found out the potential energy in the case of discrete charges. So there what we had a single charge. First we brought the single charge from infinity to a particular point, and then we brought q2 charge from infinity to a particular point, and then we found out the potential energy of the system of two charges. Similarly, we brought the third charge from infinity to particular point in space, and then we found out again what will be the total potential energy in the case of three charges. So what was the criteria of finding the potential energy? To find the potential energy, for example, if you have q1 charge already present over there and you are bringing q2 charge from infinity to this point. So what is the formula of finding potential energy? It is just simple. First of all, you have to find out the potential of the charge which is already present over there. First of all, you have to find the potential of the q1 charge at this point where you want to bring the q2 charge. So first of all, we find the potential of the q1 charge at the point where you want to bring the q2 charge. So potential of the source charge times the charge which you are bringing. For example, if over here you are bringing q2 charge at this point, so first of all you will find the potential of q1 at this particular point, observation point, and then you will multiply that potential with the total charge that you are bringing. So that will give us the total potential energy. So that's how we found out the total work done, or you can say the total potential energy stored in a system. So this is the method to find out the potential energy. So the similar procedure will be used in the case of a spherical charge distribution. So now this whole spherical charge distribution, it has total charge is equal to capital Q and rho is the volume charge density. So now what we are going to do is, first of all, let's say if you have a small sphere of certain charge, so how you build up this whole charge? So let's say this whole sphere is made up of positive charge. So charge is distributed on the surface as well as inside the volume. That's why we have defined over here rho, which is the volume charge density. So charge is distributed all over the volume. So now we are going to find out what is the potential energy in this kind of system. So the procedure to find out is, first of all, we will take a small section. Let's say we take a small section from this sphere. So we have taken a small section, spherical section from this sphere. So now what are we going to do is, we are going to bring the rest of the charges in the form of shells. Let's say if I bring the charges in the form of shell and I assemble it over there on the small sphere. Similarly, I will bring another layer of charge and I will assemble over the previous sphere. Similarly, I will again bring another layer of charge in the form of shells and I am assembling those charges on the sphere which is in the previous stage. So by doing this, after some time I will get this whole sphere. So this is how this whole sphere is built up. First we have a small sphere, then we keep on assembling the charges in the form of shell over the previous sphere. That gives us after some time, that gives us this whole sphere of radius capital R. So now how we are going to find out the potential energy? So let's say if you have, at a particular time, you have this small sphere of radius small r. This yellow small sphere is shown over here. It has a radius of small r. Now this sphere, it will have certain potential at its surface. This sphere, yellow sphere of radius small r, it has certain potential on its own surface. And what is the potential on the surface of a sphere? What is that? It is 1 by 4 pi epsilon naught charge on this sphere divided by the radius of the sphere. So this we have already done in the article of finding the potential in the case of a spherical charge distribution. So the potential at the surface of this sphere, it is equal to 1 by 4 pi epsilon naught, the total charge on this sphere divided by the radius of this sphere. So here we are just talking about this small sphere. We are not talking about this sphere of radius capital R. We are just talking about this small sphere, and we are assembling the rest of the charges in the form of shells one by one. So let's say if you have this small sphere and you are bringing this shell, this first shell of charge, and you are placing it on the surface of the previous sphere. So how do we find the potential energy? So first of all, we will find the potential of the source, and in this case the source will be this yellow small sphere. So we have to find out the potential due to this charge which is already present, and where we are placing the incoming charge, the next charge is placed on the surface of the sphere. So we have to find out the potential of the source charge on the surface of the sphere times the charge which you are assembling. So here the charge Q2 was placed, let's say it was placed at a distance of r from the source charge. So we found out the potential of the source charge at this point where the charge Q2 was to be placed. Then we multiplied that potential with Q2. So we will also use the same formula over here. So the source charge over here is this yellow small sphere. So we will find the potential of this source charge at the point where you are placing the next charges, and where we are placing the next charge, we are placing it on the surface of this yellow sphere. So now we are going to find out the potential of the source charge on the surface of this yellow sphere, and we will multiply with the charge which we are placing. So at a time we are placing only this shaded region. So we will find out what is the charge of this shaded region. So potential energy will be equal to the charge, it will be equal to the potential on the surface of the sphere of radius r, of this sphere of radius small r, into the total charge which we are placing. We are placing this charge, this shaded region, so into the charge. Now how to find the potential on the surface? That we already know how to find the potential on the surface of a spherical charge distribution. It is equal to 1 by 4 pi epsilon naught into charge on the sphere, charge on this small sphere. So what will be the charge on this small sphere? We can calculate it from this rho. Now rho is the volume charge density. It gives us the charge present in unit volume, and what we want to find is charge present in this volume of radius r. So its volume is this yellow region. It has a volume of 4 by 3 pi small r cube because it is in the shape of a sphere. So its volume will be 4 by 3 pi r cube, and rho is the charge present in unit volume. So what will be the overall charge present in this small yellow region? That will be equal to rho into the volume which we are talking about. So 1 by 4 pi epsilon naught, it will remain as it is in the formula of potential. And what is the charge on this sphere? That will be rho into 4 by 3 pi small r cube divided by the radius of the sphere, and at a time we are talking about only this small sphere of radius r. So this formula, it gives us the potential on the surface of the sphere of radius small r into the charge which you are bringing, into the charge which you are assembling. So what is the charge on this shell which you are placing? So we have to find out this charge which is present on this shell. So its radius is r, and we already know how to find out the charge. First of all, we will find its volume, and we will multiply this volume of this shaded region with rho. That will give us the charge present in this shaded region. So how to find out the volume of this shaded region? We have already done it. We will find the surface area of the inner sphere, multiply by the thickness, and let's say the thickness, this small thickness is equal to dr. This small thickness of this shell is equal to dr. So what will be the volume of this shell? It will be equal to surface area of the inner sphere, and surface area is 4 pi r square into the thickness into dr. So this is the volume of this shaded region, which is a spherical shell. So this is the volume times rho. Rho is the charge present in unit volume. So this will give us the charge in this shaded region only. So we are multiplying it with the charge which we are assembling. So the charge which is assembled is in the form of a shell, and charge on this shell is given by this formula. So we will multiply it by this rho into 4 pi r square into dr. So this is the potential energy only due to these two systems. So we have a sphere of radius small r, and we are assembling this charge in the form of a shell. So this gives us this formula, it gives us the potential energy of only these two systems. But what we want to find out is, we want to find out the potential energy due to this whole sphere. So we will keep on adding the charges in the form of shells. We will keep on adding the charges in the form of shell, and we will keep on calculating the potential energy. So the easy way to find out is, we will just do its integral. We will do the integration of this expression, and over here you can see we have dr. The dr is the variable. So dr is variable. R will go from 0. This small r, it can take the minimum value equal to 0, and what is the maximum value of r? It is equal to capital R. So that will give us the total potential energy which is stored in this whole system. So total potential energy will be just equal to integration of this whole expression. So what you will get is 1 by 4 pi epsilon naught rho into 4 by 3 pi, and this will remain inside the integral because r is the variable, and this will also remain inside the integral. So you will get rho into 4 by 3 pi, and you will get rho into 4 pi into r power 3 into r power 2, that will be r power 5, divide by r, that will be r power 4. So r power 4 with its integration. So this dr you have to write it always, this it will remain as it is, and r will be going from 0 to capital R. So this formula, it gives us the total potential energy which is stored in the system of spherical charge. So when you will calculate it, you will get a certain relation. So that is your homework. You have to find this integral, solve this integral, put the limits, and you will get the final expression, and the final expression that you will get will be in the form of rho. And at the end of your calculation, what you have to do is, you will replace rho with the formula. Now what is rho? It is the charge present in unit volume, or you can say total charge divided by total volume of the sphere. Now total charge we have assumed it to be capital Q, and total volume of the sphere is equal to 4 by 3 pi capital RQ. So when you will solve the total potential energy formula, when you will solve it, you will get expression in terms of rho, and at last you have to insert the expression of rho as Q by 4 by 3 pi RQ. So that will give you the final expression of the potential energy due to the charge in spherical volume with volume charge density rho. So you have to do that by yourself and check its relation with the help of your book, that if you are getting the correct answer or not. And also we will start the next lecture by tomorrow, that is the electrostatic fields in matter. So that chapter will be started tomorrow or in the next lecture.